Hey guys, this is Erik, owner of Farpoint Farms, and today I'd like to do a review on this pretty kick-ass radio setup I've got right here, and that is the Cobra 18 WX-ST2. The Cobra 18 has been around for a while. Matter of fact, there's a version of it that has like a light gray case like this one here. And they've made some modifications and improvements on it over the years, but it's very similar to what I have right now. This unit is a great radio for cars that don't have a lot of space, but have a double DIN dash. Double DIN is a DIN is considered this height, the height of an aftermarket radio. And then, of course, if you have a double DIN and you take the factory radio out and put an aftermarket radio like this one in here, it leaves you with room to fit a radio like that in there. And that's what this is. This is a DIN size radio. I don't think Cobra anticipated this being used like this, but it's pretty much perfect. This is installed in my T100 truck that I have, and some of the cool features that it has. Let's see if I can get a little closer without the focus going. There we go. Got a dual watch function, right? That allows you to pick a channel and change the channel between two channels. You're going to set your squelch, and you're going to pick, let's say, 19 for the truckers, and whatever channel you and your driving partners are on. So it's going to switch back and forth between the channel you've chosen and another channel you've chosen, and you're picking up information on road conditions while still having a somewhat private conversation with friends. So that's kind of cool. The sound tracker function, a lot of Cobras of this era had that. I've never had much use for it. I don't find it to be very useful. Maybe it does work under certain conditions, but it doesn't seem to work very well around here. Scan is another really cool function. Again, just set your volume level, turn your squelch to drop the noise floor out to nothing, and then get to scan and just go scanning. And it just rolls through the 40 AM channels until it finds a strong enough signal, and it pauses on that, and it'll stay on that conversation until that signal fades off, or you can press the scan button again and it'll stay on that conversation indefinitely. So that's really cool. I wish every CB had that function. You got your volume control here, squelch here, channel selector here. And then you've got your emergency 9/19, so you can monitor channel 9, which is all but dead, or you can also automatically go into 19, which is kind of nice. And then another cool function this has, although it doesn't help me up here where I'm at, it has 7 weather channels built in. So that's really nice. You can press a button and find out the current weather conditions of the closest repeater. Problem I have up here is there aren't any close enough to pick up the signals. So, but back in major metropolitan areas, and I'm sure normal areas of the country with people living in them, have the weather channel it'll pick up, which is really nice. As far as my microphone, I've just got a high gear Cobra. It's an amplified mic, nothing fancy. As you can see, the cable's frayed, but it still works just fine, so I've left it in here for all that time. And let me see what's dials here. But so when you hit the scan function, it's just rolling through the stations. Stops every once in a while if it picks up a higher static. There's really nothing going on this time of day up here, but let me turn it down and I'll see if we can pick up a signal manually. '28 had some traffic on earlier today. Skip's not even rolling in. You can see the noise floor is fairly low. And I've got this set up to a 102-inch steel whip mounted on the back of the bumper of the truck. And as you can see, it's pretty sensitive receive. There's nothing going on right now. 15 is the other local station up here, but it is kind of early in the day for traffic. The other neat function, and again, I don't know if you can see this, but it has an RX, a TX, and when you switch to a weather channel, it has a weather channel. Let's see if I can get any weather channel. Usually far too far away. Yeah, doesn't look like it. But again, down off, like on some road trips I've taken, it's really helped out. Know what's going on in the area for the day. But up here, not so good. And again, you're got your 9 and 19 monitor. Sound tracker has a little light that comes up. Again, kind of a, I don't know, just, you know, like noise blanker, automatic noise blanker. It's just another function like that. So that is about it. I don't have anyone to listen to right now, but you can get the idea of the function. And you know, these can be found on Craigslist and eBay, relatively inexpensive. You're looking at less than $20 for one of these with a mic and all the wiring and everything. And there are mods on the internet to replace the final in here, bring it up to about 20 watts. Now, of course, that's illegal. I'm not telling you to go out and do that. I'm just saying they're available, and it's a very inexpensive upgrade. And pretty nice. So the main reason you'd want this radio is if you're going to be replacing it and stuffing it into a double DIN setup. That front-facing speaker makes all the difference. Other radios are smaller than this, and they can fit in that spot too, but the speakers will be facing downward, and your sound out of the speaker will be extremely muffled, or a lot of times the mic comes through the side or through the bottom, and that's not going to help you either when trying to mount it. So this radio just happened to be the perfect setup for Cobra's little get-together, because they got that going facing forward, which helps, the speaker facing forward, which is immensely helpful, and the overall size being just right to fit in the DIN slot. So I got to give it like a B. You know, for an AM radio, it does just about everything you're going to need it to do, and it's got some pretty neat functions. Now, is it the best radio out there? Nope. It doesn't have sideband, and it's not the most sensitive as far as receive and transmit, but overall, for a $20 radio, one that fits in here so cleanly, you can unscrew this when you're not, if you don't want to have it hooked up, and it's an even cleaner look. I got to give it that B, you know, or an A-. So, this is Eric, owner of Farpoint Farms. I hope you enjoyed, you know, the review I've done here of the Cobra 18WX ST2. I'll put some pictures here and here and here of what it looks like outside the box. Here's one more here. And you can get an idea of the overall function of it. Now, of course, you could mount this thing anywhere you wanted to, but that double DIN setup really is nice. Take care.